Nkhonjuzwa Eunice Kekana. Ngoku ndingu-Executive Mayor phaa Baartman District Municipality. Kwakhona ndingumqatswa we-African National Congress. Yes, it's true, for the past years, we had 7 unqualified audit outcomes, and 13, 14, 14, 15, we had clean audit outcomes. But the challenge that we had, one, we are pulling alone. Our municipalities are not where we are. But what we did was to put money aside, of which that money was to capacitate our municipalities. We are putting a 2 million each financial year, and these municipalities are being taken through. And that intervention made us, in the last audit outcomes, to have 5 municipalities with unqualified audit outcomes. 2 had their qualifications, and 2 still remained with disclaimers. But what we have noted is us as deployees, especially where the ANC is governing, the capacity of us as deployees in playing the oversight, it is the major problem. And what I noted, as well as the mayoral committee, it is the Section 52 and Section 71 reports that are not being known. Because you cannot say you play in oversight, but you don't know how did the officials come with deviations, what made them not to spend the money, if the money was spent, where has it been spent, and what's part of it? Why don't you have the proof of the money that has been spent? And why can you not go and showcase that this is what we have done? So, but we noted Section 52, Section 71, those critical questions that you need to ask, which is also a gray area, whereby you are there as a councillor, but you are afraid to ask questions. So we are playing that role now, is to ensure that as a district municipality, our municipalities must be at the level where the district municipality is. But if we can continue that one, but still employing people who are not equivalent to what they are supposed to do, which is very serious. You advertise a post, but you take vice versa of that post. You must have competent people with correct qualifications. We are a district municipality, very vast, about 60,000 square kilometers. We have 9 local municipalities. Now they'll be reduced because Ipavians, Ikwezi, and Kamdabur are amalgamating into one municipality. So municipalities do also have their own programs, but as a district municipality, what we have assigned to both our agency, it is that let's get into an investors conference. Because I will say, we are not that poor, because we do have the natural resources in that area. Because we looked at agriculture. Agriculture is a key that creates jobs in our area. As a result, now we are entering into programs whereby we don't just want youth to get into agriculture without knowledge. So we are now entering now into agreements that there should be training capacity so that these agricultural programs can have a meaning to our young people. But also we have just adopted a policy that talks to small, medium, micro enterprises, whereby if we tender, why should we call all those people that are coming from afar, but let's deal with capacity. We have taken that policy because it has just been adopted to all our municipalities so that they go through that one, and when we deal with skills development, they look to critical areas whereby our youth are to benefit at the end of the day, moving together with the skills development. So we have so many, and agri-park also, which is also the key issue that is coming up, because if we want the agri-park to get its expression, then we must know what we are doing. But you know, we are being protected by the policies of the African National Congress, whereby they have translated into the Systems Act, go to the people at least once a quarter Noko ikota inde ungadibani nabahlali. But the other one that has assisted us most, it is back to basics. Pillar 1, that says people first. So in whatever we are to do what the ANC has resolved on, of which the president has raised it even in Port Elizabeth during his manifesto, saying councillors must go to the people. And how are we to do that one? It is through a memorandum of understanding that must be signed, or any performance contract that must be signed, because the president, when he was outlining it, it says that is a marching order. We must have performance contract whereby all of us are supposed to sign that performance contract, so that when the ANC wants a report about us, and when the ANC gets the complaints that people are not coming to the constituencies, at least we should have a registered performance card that says Councillor so-and-so is going to the people. These are the issues that have been raised. In fact, each onayo back to basics. Iti monthly, the chief whip of the African National Congress, the chief whip of council, must submit reports received from each and every deployed councillor, portfolio councillors. Because when these things are not happening, and which is not good, because the ANC will be asking, why are people reacting like this? We don't know. But if we keep the distance away, then the space will be occupied. So the best thing, let us go timelessly to the people. It's not in my favor. Go tell the people, because they gave you a 5-year mandate. If it is not to happen, don't wait till they ask you, but 6 months in advance, because you'll be knowing year end is June. If by June this is not to happen, at least in October, people must know this is what we have done, but we have not yet received responses. If we did receive responses, what are the responses? What are the bottlenecks? I must be honest. For instance, we had a housing project in Ndlambe. It's only now that we see the fruits. Why? Because water is the problem.